Well, here I am again. Yeah, tired. I thought I'd take the time to let you know what's going on. Remember, in my last video, Amil wasn't feeling good, and he expected the worst, as pretty much all of us did, and he wanted me to buy his farm. Well, we were talking about it one day, and I was figuring, gotta get down what everybody wants here, and I said to him, "Are you sure you want to do this?" He says, I could see a little tear in his eyes. He says, "Well, not really." Because I didn't figure it would. And I says, "You remember when I was sick and you were doing my chores and uh, you were going to buy my farm? Well, you didn't. I knew, or you knew, or I felt better knowing that you would be taking over my farm, not just anybody." He says, "That's why you offered to buy it?" I says, "Well, partly. Uh, I knew you'd feel better knowing what was going to happen with it, and you do feel better. You did feel better, and you do now." Yeah. I said, "Don't worry. We don't have to make a decision on it." He's, uh, "Yeah, I'd be proud to have a farm that was yours. I know it's a good farm, and you and I worked a lot on it together." He says, "But I'm concerned about your health," is what he told me. He says, "You just got to where you want to be, where you're comfortable in that, and you're going to take on some more." Well, anyway, what we've come to a decision on is I'm going to run his farm till he decides what to do, and when it comes down to it, if he can keep his farm, and I'll just rent the land, I'll work the land, and the cattle, I don't know yet. Might save one good herd out of the two of ours, and well, they're both good, be hard to pick, but I can't milk all the cows like I've been doing. That's another thing he says. He said, "At least when I was doing your chores for you, neighbors came around and helped. You're doing it all alone." But anyway, I guess that's what we're going to do. And before winter sets in, decide what we're going to do about the cattle. But I will run the land, and possibly next year I'll rent the land from him. Now, the way I look at it, uh, I won't have to buy extra feed if it happens to be a bad year with the two farms. I will have enough, and if I got more than enough, it'd be the first time really that I would be able to sell crops, and there'd be more income too. So I think that'll work out well. And he says, "How do you do it?" Emil asked me. He says, with your health and that. I said, "Well, that kind of doing it for you and being in the farming that much more kind of gives me a little good feeling inside, I guess. And besides, I still take Ronnie Boy vitamins. I told you about them before. I'll show you the bottle. Ronnie Boy vitamins. It says superpowers may vary. So you might not get the same results I do. Uh, so I don't want to keep it too long here, but that's the way it is. I'll run his farm until we decide what's going on. He comes out to the barn while I'm milking once in a while, and I've been doing a lot of chopping at night. Well, I have to, for time purposes. But he says, "Well, I can do the milk house chores. At least I can do that, so we can get it going in the fields." He says, And I was in the field a couple of different nights and come back to it. He's looking out the window. But he said, from now on, when you're done in the field, you stop in before you go up to your place and we'll have something to eat together. Okay. No, but he feels a lot better and comfortable. And he didn't want to make a commitment yet to sell his farm. And but he feels good too that I'll be running it anyway. So that there you go. And make sure you take one of these every day. Might have the same, not have the same effect on you as it did on me. Hey, and take care of yourselves and uh, drink plenty of milk and eat plenty of cheese, so I still have a job.